Taking so long. That took, oh my God, that took forever. That literally was spinning for like a minute saying like, ready to go, ready to go. You're ready to go live. I was like, yes, I am ready to go live. And then finally it's live now. Back in the 90s, I was in a very famous TV show. That is a BoJack Horseman quote. Anyway, guys, hi, I'm the real Randy Chavez. I'm coming at you today with a VeVe, OMI, DEFINITY, DEVVE, daCAT, SHIRO, everything update video. Guys, if you're new, welcome. For not, welcome back. I love y'all. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, and subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways are Patreon and smashing that super thanks button down below, super chats as well. I swear it's like people just, is this on Instagram? Oh, is this Mo Larry? Is this the Three Stooges? Oh, so I guess wow, it's been 100 years since the Three Stooges came out. Read the full story of the Three Stooges Centennial #1. My God, man. So one, I'm gonna say awesome, and they probably had a bunch of really cool things. So that's VeVe on Instagram. I thought it was someone messaging me on Instagram because apparently it seems that as like 7:59 comes around, everyone and their sister is like, oh, let's send Randy Chavez a text message. Like, I'm sure they know I'm going live. Anyway, we have a bunch of stuff to go over today. Let's do, oh God, there's so much. I haven't been, I had to go live yesterday in the like midday because there happened to be no, there happened to be a lot of stuff that I had to go over from the last few days because I had the OMI Homie show last night. I had Vicente on Monday, and then on Sunday, I think Sunday was the last time I was able to actually come in on an actual show. So we'll go over that. We also need to go over some Doge cuts, what the government's doing, what the what happened at Bitcoin conferences in Las Vegas this week, what's going on there. We have stuff from daCAT. I was just on a space with Vault Inu, repping daCAT and VeVe. So actually, let's take a and let's see what's going to go on Lisbon next week, because there's a lot of stuff happening there. There's a lot of people are leaving Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Some people are taking this weekend because Lisbon is not in the end of the week. It's not like, you know, Thursday through Sunday or Friday through Sunday. It's Tuesday through Friday, which is very strange. So crazy hair day today. So let's reel that in. Reel that in. Put that into a pony. All right, let's go here. Let's take a look at how the market's doing in general, and then we'll get to some of the tokens. And we'll get to VeVe and see what they're doing because they have some marketing stuff. Bitcoin's down 1.1% on the day. Ethereum's actually, so it seems to me like we're in that stage where here's like the path to altcoin season. So phase one is flow of money moves into Bitcoin, causing surging prices. We've seen that multiple times over the last year. And phase one, part two, you have money flowing into Ethereum, but it struggles to keep up with Bitcoin. We're definitely in that. And then at the end of phase 1.2, Ethereum goes back and forth with Bitcoin and starts to outperform it. Now it's been starting to outperform Bitcoin this past week, even really this past month. Now, granted, this past couple of months here, Bitcoin's gone from 74 to like 112, back down to, I think like 106 something today. Whereas Ethereum's gone from 1,300 to like 2,700. So Ethereum has really outpaced Bitcoin for like the last month now. Now, phase two is Ethereum, where Ethereum is 100% outperforming Bitcoin. And we hear talks of like the flippening, like, yo, everything's built on Ethereum. You know, everyone else is trying, but Solana does stuff that it doesn't, you know, some stuff that Solana misses, stuff that Cardano misses, BNB, et cetera. And, you know, with everything being built on the Ethereum blockchain, whether it's on ETH itself or layer 2, yeah, we think that ETH could flip Bitcoin. One, I don't even know if we're definitely not hearing that right now. Two, we're definitely not seeing I don't know if we'll actually hear that in general, because all of these companies are buying Bitcoin. They're buying Bitcoin ETFs. Like there's no Michael strategy. I'm sorry, Michael Saylor of Ethereum. There's no MicroStrategy or Grayscale or like there's people buying into Ethereum ETFs. There's people that have Ethereum. I have a tiny bit of Ethereum. It's next to nothing. It's like a couple grand worth. But that's mostly just to trade. That's mostly just to buy and sell other stuff. There's no, yeah, I don't see any reason why people would say that Ethereum is going to flip Bitcoin. You've seen that in every single cycle up until now. But you've you had Elon Musk buy last time. You had Michael Saylor buy last time. You even had Jack Dorsey buy last time. You know, Bitcoin. He did that with his Cash App. But that was it. Now you have everyone and their sister. You have heads of you legit have nation states going in and buying Bitcoin. I don't see nation states buying Ethereum in bulk. Like, does Trump and his crew have it? Yeah. Are they going to get more? Obviously. But yeah, I don't see people talking about the flippening. Anyway, phase 2, part 2, would be money starting to trickle into large caps where we see large buy-ups happening. We have not seen that yet. So right now we're like in the early phase 2 stage of Ethereum where it goes back and forth with Bitcoin. It is outperforming it. We have not heard talks of the flippening yet. Phase 3 in general would be Ethereum has been outperforming Bitcoin and large caps are going parabolic, outperforming Ethereum. Have not seen that. Phase 3, part 2 would be, regardless of market cap, some altcoins with strong fundamentals are having pumps. Meaning they already have an insane market cap and they still have pumps. And then phase 4 would be alt season, where low caps have gone full vertical, seeing blow off tops, mid caps, low caps, micro caps, all tend to pump around the same time. Large caps have been outperforming Bitcoin and ETH. Also seem as every coin is going parabolic, regardless of fundamentals. Memes are everywhere. Everyone's super excited, and you feel the mania in the air. I'm not 100% sure that'll happen this time, because for this to happen, this happened last time because there wasn't much out there. Like there just wasn't much that you only had so many tokens that you could buy, and there's a couple 100,000 of them out. Like people launch 1,000 tokens like every day. So I don't know if I would necessarily see something like this, because granted, yeah, it's meme season, but it's like, 1 in 50,000 memes that have anything meaningful happen. And even the ones that do have something meaningful happen, it's not based on any particular data points. It's not based on any progress. They don't solve a problem. They're not giving you anything. There's no utility. It's just, oh, a dog is funny. And that's it. Now, I do say that as an investor, where it's a little jealous. Like, if anyone remembers Jimmy Neutron in Boy Genius, the show that they had, he tries to sell some candy, and he's just like, and he does all of this research on candy, and he's just like, okay, here's where the cocoa bean was introduced, here's what does it now, here's the nutrition facts. Like, he does like a PowerPoint in his head, and hey sir, did you know that the cocoa bean, blah, 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 did you know that this brand of candy, and like, with your $2 for this chocolate bar seems like a great deal because you're getting all these nutrients, getting all these, and he can't sell anything. And he's just like, I get all these facts, I have all these things in an orderly fashion. People should want to buy this stuff, but they don't. And here's Cindy putting on a show. If you buy some candy, you'll feel oh so dandy. So buy some candy today. And people don't. She offered no facts. She offered no anything, but she just did this little song and dance, and people bought the candy. People were buying candy by the truckload off of her. And Jimmy's like, what the fudge? So I do feel that, like here, where, okay, you have something like Definity does hundreds of thousands a month, including this month. And, added to their P&L, they have a very, very tight-knit crew. They have incredible partnerships. They are going to be doing more than $1 million a month added to their P&L in the next 6 months, right before the end of the year. And they have like a $7 million market cap. And you have meme tokens that are out there that have zero revenue, that don't plan. Like, I understand, like with daCAT, like, yeah, pre-revenue, but we plan to have lots of revenue in the future. So yeah, you have meme tokens with like 10, 20, $50 million market caps, and they don't do anything. Like, it's memes, like manipulation. And I see this every single cycle. Like, yeah, we're good. We're going to hodl. We're never going to sell. And granted, you do have some of those tokens You have some wild and crazy people out there that just buy and don't sell, and they ride it to wherever it goes. You know, they're worth X amount of, you know, tens of millions. So when they put in like, you know, 50 grand, a couple hundred grand, they don't need to sell right away because again, they're worth, you know, millions of dollars. Like pro the Doge, it's so strange the amount of salt that I see from some people where it's like, yeah, I'm not like pro the Doge that, you know, bought his Doge, you know, held it, you know, round the clock around the world, full revolution, and now he has to like work, you know, keep working. You know, I saw it's like, okay, but this dude has like hundreds of thousands of followers. You realize that he hasn't sold his Doge. He doesn't need to, because he's worth so much. Like, you don't just put like hundreds of thousands of dollars into multiple tokens and not sell, like when you don't have money. Yeah, the dude works, but like he's working because he wants to. He doesn't need to. And again, I see a lot of salt out there about it, but and I guess I'm a little salty as well at some of these meme coins that, again, they don't do anything, and they have the. So yes, you could pick a meme coin called Tiger Duck. I don't know if that's a real coin, and you could put $1,000 into it, and by you know, end of summer, couple months, you could have $100,000. You could throw a dart on the board. You could pick the right meme coin, and it go 100x for you. But that's the exception. That's not the rule. A lot of the rules is meme coins will get you screwed. Meme coins will get you wrecked. Even like altcoins, like you know, Crypto Rain had these like videos saying like bumper, and granted, bumper's not dead yet. If that gets adopted from here, that does like a 2000x. Like that will do a 2000x if it gets adopted. Right now, it looks straight up dead. It's not. It looks like it is, but it's not. You have the company still running. They still have a run rate of X. I don't know how many months. And again, a few months ago, I offered to buy part of the company. Like, how much do you need? What do we need to do to have you guys continue? And they're like, no, thank you. I was like, I'm offering you money. He's like, we don't need it. I was like, oh, fuck. So yeah, that, you know, that's one of those things where you could have been buying when it was like 4x from here, and now you would have lost 75, you know, 80%, 90% of your money, however much, and then it looks dead. Where again, they have an incredible protocol. They have, and I have so little bumper now, doesn't even matter what, like, really what it does. But again, that's one of those things that could go crazy, like Definity. Let's take a look at Definity here. But before I get to that, just I feel like the people that have, why Bitcoin's gone up isn't from retail. It's from the fact that all these institutions are buying, and all these ETFs are buying, and money managers are buying, and VCs are buying. They're not the new people that we've grown accustomed to that will, they'll buy ETH and they'll buy large caps and all, you know, alts. A lot of America, or people in the world, but America too, they're the biggest buyers. They kind of got wrecked the last few years. And yeah, it'd be easy if every one of them had YouTube channels where they could sell part of, or they could, you know, get sponsors, whatever. But they don't. A lot of people kind of got wrecked, and they just kind of stepped away from crypto. And even like the ones that, like, okay, yeah, you know, Bitcoin went up to like 108 to the I think went like 108 when, after Trump got elected, went down a little bit, went back up to 108 on the day that he got turned president, on inauguration day, and then boom, tariff war. So people were buying in, and they're like, buy the dip. And when Eric Trump goes out and tweets, it's a really good idea to buy Ethereum right now at $3,000, and it crashes down to 1,300. That is a horrendous, that is a horrible thing that turns people off. That those would-be investors that listen to some, that bought Trump at like a 16. What is the market cap of Trump now? And again, this is something with utility, because you can go and have dinner with him at Mar-a-Lago if you're in like the top X amount of holders, which a lot of people are, like a couple hundred people, give or take. Yeah, Trump token has like a $2.4 billion market. Like, people were buying in this at 8, 10, $12 billion market cap. So a lot of people that were probably on the fence on crypto, Trump gets in, he says to buy it, Eric Trump says to buy Ethereum, and they get wrecked. They probably have a pretty poor taste in their mouth. Now, if they held, which I feel like a lot of Trump's followers probably did, like, okay, well, now ETH is back up to like 20. It was 2,700 the other day. It's actually pretty close now, 2,678. You might get some of those buying in, but I feel like a lot of the reasons why stuff has pumped and why alts kind of remain down is because it's a lot of these institutions, and it's because it's a lot of these. It's not retail that's in yet. Now, granted, I saw a video on Facebook the other day where retail was. A video was shown about this guy who was mining Bitcoin in like 2010. Now, it was a recent video from like a month ago, but it showed a guy mining Bitcoin, maybe like 2012, whatever. And you have people like 2 weeks ago saying like, I still don't get Bitcoin. I still don't understand. Other people saying like, if you want to invest, buy gold and silver. This funny money, this computer money is not real. And it's like, my guys, like, it's just a general lack of education, which is, again, fine. But I just don't see retail in right now. What does this mean for the next couple of months? I don't know. Let's get to some of these questions here before I go on. What's up, Bill Gardner, saying you were second? Were you the second like? Adrian V Comics, how's it going? How's it going? So yeah, speaking of Definity, they, again, a couple $100,000 they did this month already. And already it's like 2 days till the end of the month. 2,500 in volume on the day. I think DACAT actually beat that. And again, under $7 million market cap. Now, fully diluted, they're 7.5. And also, you know, they're up 69% over the last 30 days. Actually, if you take a look at the last 3 months, you know, there was at one point where they were at like 1.5 cents, and now they're 4.4. So they almost did like a 3x over the last couple of months. And I'm not, any one of my clients come to me like, hey, what should I buy? This is definitely one of the things that I'm going to bring up to them. Like, hey, you should probably buy this. But looking at it, like, okay, in these last couple months, DEVVE's down, OMI's down, but Definity's up like 3x. It's like, you know, do I want them to buy into something that has already just done like a 3x past couple months? Again, it's still undervalued in my opinion. I would tell them, yes, it's great long term. It's great for the next, like, you know, year or so, or even like 6 months whenever this blow off top happens. And again, we don't know when this blow off top is going to happen. What's up, Bobby Green? How's it going, fam? I hope you're doing well. We've got a Fudge. All right, I got a Fudge. I'm going to take you guys with me. The garage that has a normal clicker opener is not working with the remote access. So I have to go in and open the garage from the. Oh, sheesh! You just scared the poop out of me. Oh my gosh! Whew. Sorry, chat. We had a. Whew, I thought we had an intruder. Oh gosh, okay. We're good. Okay, coming back here. Whew, 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 whew. Okay. Perfect. Mr. MC1, how's it going? How's it going, fam? I guess I was teased. Oh yeah. I'll tease something of that at a later date. He is going to Lisbon, and I think VeVe Magic is going to Lisbon. VeVe Magic, I think, with the OMI homies, are actually going to go in, and they're going to do a lot of content straight from the event. So I think that's going to be really cool. I'm really curious at who they're going to meet as well. So obviously, I'm not going to say like anyone's going to be there, but there's going to be a lot of important people there. And a lot of the important people that are going to be there, they're not just going to be at any booth. They're going to be at the VeVe, Akomi, Stacker booth, however they're doing it. So I think there's going to be a chance to, you know, rub some elbows. I guess it's impossible to rub your elbows. I don't know. Maybe in a leather jacket. I think one of these things it's going to be very good for the VeVe fam that are going to be there. Congrats to Mr. Rolex for winning the VeVe. Oh yeah, he did. He was number 1, right? Yeah, there's a bunch of people that won that. Oh, that was 7 minutes ago. Replied, oh gosh, there's so many things going on. Yeah, shout out to everyone that's reposting the the stream. Shout out to everyone that's commenting on the stream. Y'all are my bays. I love y'all. The refrigerator looks good. Is there beer in there? Not yet. Not yet. I drank a little, way too much the other day, and I had a, what do you call it? I decided to take a little bit of a break from the drinking because, again, I had a little too much. So I am going to shout out to Mr. MC1 for going over and having me on his wall over there. It's a beautiful wall. It's a beautiful flat screen. I would say video games are probably very fun on that. On the big screen, in the crib, going to give him some fire emojis, a single fire emoji. We're going to go on, and after the finish, so we're going to look at daCAT here. So I was just on a Voltinu space, and part of the reason why I go, and Voltinu, we're going to try to get Voltinu on the app. We're going to try to get Voltinu over on the, I'm going to see if I can get Voltinu in the daCAT universe. And they have an incredible amount of utility over there. They have an incredible amount of people that are in the ecosystem. And I'm going to take a look at that real quick. Now I don't have any Voltinu. Probably should get some. The community is pretty large. They are so they have a $13.8 million market cap, 15.3 fully diluted, only 300-ish thousand in volume, but that's not bad considering it's not yet alt season. These are one of those companies that could potentially get on DEVVE later this year, and we'll go over SHIRO as well because SHIRO is definitely going to a major candidate for that as well. I would want them to have like 1 million in volume or so. The reason why I'm kind of pushing so hard for Voltinu and a lot of these companies, a lot of these meme coin communities, is because even regardless of what happens with their token, there's a lot of people there right now that are supporting the chart, and they just want to support. And this has been a big thing, and I don't know how, but a lot of them are in crypto, where ever since I was young, it's like brand loyalty is like, hey, let's say this guy Rocco owns this pizza joint, and it's good, but in Long Island, amazing pizza joints are like everywhere, right? Dime a dozen. So let's say if Rocco owns this pizza joint, whatever it's called Rocco's, and it's good, but then Dominic from Domenico is over there, his is good, but then Sal's from La Focaccia is like, you have like this brand, like you go to each one, and you don't want to really go to others because you want to support your friends, you want to support your brand. Even back in the day, and I don't even know how I heard this but I heard this once I was like younger. I forget what it was about and how the discussion came to be. I was like, we were like, all the guys are like, this one guy down is like, I buy all of these pornos, and I was like, what? It's like, yeah, you got to support the artists that you love. Don't like maybe this. Yeah, it was like early 2000s. Like, don't computer porn. Like, oh, what's that? No, you buy from the artists that support your artists. I was like, this is wild, but that stuck with me. So anytime I went to like cosplayers, or anytime I went to like movie, like I never really pirated anything. Pirate Bay back in the day to download movies. That's what it was, a joke in Transformers where Anthony Anderson. So I downloaded a couple 100,000 songs on the internet and movies. Who hasn't? I never did that because I always wanted to support the people that made the movie. And I do that. Like, I see a bunch of those people in Web3 that say like, yeah, I buy this, type of merch, or I really buy from this. They take money out of their checks like each week to like try to buy the chart, support the chart, and like defend the floor. And I was like, I've never seen that anywhere else to the point that crypto people do it. So yeah, I signed a deal with Crappy Bird, and I signed a deal with Chaos on the Chains, and Sharby, and Ladies on Soul, and Space Penguins, and I'm trying to sign a deal with Voltinu. Because when they get their comics on VeVe, their community will buy the comic to support their community. And it is supporting their community. You can be damn sure that's supporting VeVe as well. Be damn sure that's supporting OMI as well. So, my phone is fully charged. Now I can put it onto the tablet. So you have this really interesting, and again, there's like this, loneliness epidemic out there, and I have like the opposite problem where I don't have that. I have the a lot of people wanting attention, and that's fine. Yeah, what's up, daCAT in the house? Gotta love these. Gotta love having daCAT in the house. Saying, yo, Randy, what's up, Sephiroth? It's time to get the names on that fridge. Yes, we're going to have Mr. MC1, and then we're going to have Bill and Zombies Metaverse Adventure. I think I said that right. I had to look at it, but yeah. You have this like loneliness, and all of these people, like in Rocky 5, Adrian goes to Rocky, says like, yeah, I know you're spending all this time with Tommy, and it feels like you're winning again. But if you have something to pass it on to your son. I feel like a lot of these people, and a lot of people have families, a lot of people have significant others, have kids, but a lot don't. A lot are just like the island of misfits, where it's like they are here because of the fact that either there's not a ton going on in their lives in general, or yes, there's a bunch going on in their lives, but nobody else in their lives is as obsessed with this stuff as they are. And I saw it on Facebook 10, 15 years ago. People would pretend they were anime characters, and this started a whole thing, but they would role play. Fruits Baskets. They would go in and pretend that they were Toru Honda. They would pretend that they were Kyoko Honda, Kiyosoma, Yukiso, Shigure, Akito. They would act like these people, and it's harmless, but why? It's because and I've seen it from the old school people that said like, listen, Chavez, and especially in the military, like, these people aren't your friends. They're like people that like you talk, like the old heads were talking like, they're not your friends. They're like people that like you talk, unless you can have a beer with them, put your arm around them. They're not real friendships. And I was like, but I can have a beer with them. I have a beer with them like on screen. And I feel like the older people that just didn't necessarily grow up with the technology or whatever, that it was just, they're kind of showing their age with it. And I especially found it when I came back from the Kuwait deployment. It was so different, where like when I first got in, they would knock on everyone's, they would go through the worksheet who wasn't at work, knock on everyone's doors. Hey, partying at Rivera's house tonight. Okay. Hey, partying at C15's house tonight. Okay. Thompson's house tonight. Okay. And we just all just partied together. And then when I came back from the Kuwait deployment, none of that was happening. Hey, DC, what are you doing? Sit in my room alone, listening to Adele. All right, we're gonna go to Zervans. Like, no, I don't want to. We're gonna fucking go. Like, I would have to like drag these kids out, because everyone was like sitting in their room alone playing video games. And I get it. There were some times, once every couple weeks, where I would sit at home and I would role play with people on Facebook, because it was fun. And maybe I had drank already like 6 times that week, and I didn't want to do it again. If you're on swing shifts, that was the best. Going at 2:30, get out at 11:30, and my God, people partying all nights there. So I see a lot of these people from all parts of the world coming together. It wasn't just on one base. It wasn't just on one click and one anime. This is in every part of the world. You have these people that want to support their own little part of it. And so all this to say, hey, daCAT, let me go over to see what they're doing today. They're up about 2.5% on the day. They have outperformed Definity as far as volume. They are the 2,600 in volume, and they're at a $1.7 million market cap. And even on Vault Inu Space before, you had somebody say like, I remember you were on one of these spaces like a month ago. You had like an $800,000 market cap. I was like, yeah, we did. I was like, now you got like 1.7. I was like, yeah, we do. I was like, damn, I'm gonna get myself. And I think he was the one that bought earlier today. So there's just a lot of, what's up, Cool Mo? There's just a lot of things that I see of why it's important to embrace certain meme communities. A lot of big companies are turning bullish on tariffs. Comes from massive event today that big retail companies were there over in New York City. More on that later, or maybe not, because it's a big thing, and I don't know if that was necessarily hush hush. Space Penguin, thank you. Yeah. So again, all to say, we should. Speaking of memes, let's take a look at SHIRO here. SHIRO, which I think has burned almost 20% of the supply. SHIRO has burned, I think, 19.6% of their supply. Absolutely incredible. 1.9 million in volume. Not a great day. It's the hack really got people shook, where they were at a $17 million market cap at one point, and because there was a hack in their wallet, in their staking wallet, got drained. Yeah, and it just shook people's confidence. They went down to like a $3.94 million market cap. Now they're up from there. Again, it's 5.9 right now. It's almost 6. So you bought at that bottom, you Gucci. But that's going to probably take some work again, and we don't know right now if there's going to be. Obviously, there's investigations into what went wrong, and I'm pretty sure like they're going to figure it out, and there'll likely be some restitution once they do, and they'll buy the charts back, and it'll be great for everyone. But yeah, in the short term, had not had a great month. You saw that big hack, the down at the bottom, and then the back up and forward. So we'll see in that little wedge there if it breaks up or break down. I haven't gotten any more in a while. I should have got 4 million, but again, shoulda, coulda, woulda. Let's take a look at, and again, SHIRO will be on VeVe as well. Let's take a look at, we did DFINITY, we didn't do OMI yet. We'll save OMI for last. We'll do DEVVE. And I got a little bit of DEVVE over the last couple of days. Didn't do anything. I think I got it like 55-ish cents. It's at 53 cents now. It had whipped down to 49 something the other night. And it just, again, over the last month, the trend is down. And until it breaks that, and even over the last 3 months, you had a little bit of a kind of like a W there. But then again, the trend has been down like the last 2. Obviously, over the course of the max wicked parabola up there, and then you form that cup and handle. But then the cup and handle kind of just went down. If it does break down, then you might see a. Actually, might have 41 cents. I might buy a bit at 41 cents. I don't think it goes to 25 again, but it's crypto. It could get cut in half. And again, it's got a $46 million market cap. So it can afford to lose a couple of million. Like if you're DACAT, you can't lose $10 million in your market cap because you're only 1.7 million. But for something like this that has a $46 million market cap, it might. It's like, well, Chavez, if it might, then why did you buy at 55 cents? Because it's still low, in my opinion, compared to what I think it can be. Either probably early next year. Again, if they don't have if they're not going to say which partner they have for the exchange, I don't know how else more eyes are going to get on it. Now, obviously, a bunch of my crew's already signed up for. Link down below to sign up for the DEVVE exchange. Crazy amounts of trading fees that are going to be shared with the people. But yeah, I'm not sure this is going to really move until it gets a bunch of eyes on it, and that's kind of the thing it's had an issue with. Now, granted, if you look into the project, you're going to ape in because it doesn't matter what it does here in the short term. In the long term, it's going to go crazy. We'll have a multi-billion-dollar market cap most likely. But if it's just trying to get new eyes from crypto, it just hasn't yet, and that's an issue a lot of people face. Now, granted, and I'm going to bring this back to DFINITY because DFINITY has also had that issue. Now, obviously, over the last couple of months, it's done like that 3x. But we do have a message from DFINITY saying, "Hi everyone. As promised, some good news that I think you'll all appreciate. Just a soft announcement for now, and then the formal announcement will follow in a week or so once a few more pieces are in place. We have partnered with a boutique crypto marketing agency that specializes in early stage community building. They're going to be help raising awareness and grow the community over the next 3 months and hopefully beyond if the relationship goes well. So over the next couple of weeks, you'll start to see more consistent content and engagement on X. Then moving forward, more connections into new communities with AMAs, podcasts, etc. Next few months are going to be massive for DFINITY with the launch of the Bank Model Series A, huge partnership announcements, token utilities, etc. We need to ensure the token grows alongside the business, and I think that the relationship will be a big piece of the puzzle to make sure we have an ever-expanding reach and growing community of people who understand what a true gem DFINITY is. I'm not gonna lie, if it weren't for me, this market cap would be cut in half. We had I responsible for a lot of buys going into this, and we part of the reason because I think it's one of the most undervalued tokens in the entire industry. But I do have some news for DEVVE that I'll go back to here. This is from, I believe, yesterday. Let me just make sure. Oh shoot, this is yesterday. Okay. Tokenized. I don't know which order this goes in. Somebody says a lot say that they can tokenize, but the key will be who they work with, their safety procedures, and global scalability. Not many will be able to keep up with DEVVE and their exchange partner. And we have someone named Rufus saying, you're right, asset tokenization is heating up, but most projects are just retrofitting old systems. DEVVE Exchange is different. Built from scratch in regulatory compliance, institutional grade security and unmatched scalability. In my opinion, the team have been perfecting a platform that's ready for the long haul, not just the hype. With DEVVE Exchange's launch right around the corner, I'd suggest we're set to redefine what's possible. Now, around the corner, DEVVE Exchange says they will be ready to go in the second half of 2025. They have not said which month or even which quarter. I'm going to say it's going to be the end of Q4, November, December, but that's just my opinion. They could surprise us. You have somebody say that I'm a little confused, would have assumed you have seen firsthand the exchange and what is being and has been developed. And you have Tom Anderson saying, we demonstrated the exchange internally in Q4 last year, and we demonstrated the exchange and contingent transaction sets to investors 2 days ago, for example. So that's just some alpha from Tom. You have somebody saying that I think a lot of users would like more from the team at this point, even if the answer is a direct, sorry, we can't provide that. And Tom says the exchange is fundamentally working, but it needs to finish being productized, including UI and ancillary concepts like bailment and on-ramps for fiat. The concepts for DeVi's are patented, and we're developing the core infrastructure for it right now, so it's not able to be demonstrated yet, but the APIs are created, and we're finalizing getting them all working. We will have a demonstration for investors soon. Somebody says, can't wait, Tom. Bet you're super excited to be able to show all this off. Tom says, it was really nice showing it to the investor. We believe that the call went well. Snowy says, with DEVVE token, is there only a set amount, or is it inflationary, deflationary, etc.? And will that change when merged into the DEVVE on chain? Sorry if this has been asked before. Rufus says that the DEVVE token is designed with a fixed total supply, meaning it is non-inflationary. And here's the breakdown. The max supply is 300 million tokens, but the total supply is 150 million tokens that'll ever be in circulation. Distribution approach means that the tokens are being minted in batches, and currently around 110 million are visible. And that is increasing gradually up to the full 150. DEVVE is not inherently inflationary or deflationary through mechanisms like minting or burning. However, its deflationary pressure could increase based on use case demand, staking, contributions, transaction fees, or governance, but this is not explicitly structured as a burning model. When DEVVE is fully bridged and becomes native on DEVVEX blockchain, its tokenomics, including supply strains, are expected to remain intact. So that's a big one from DEVVE there. Another one saying, good context to add this is that since DEVVE Exchange is entirely non-custodial and does not take user deposits, we do not have the same risk profile as other crypto service providers like central exchanges or brokerages. And the team is having very positive interactions with regulators. Just last week, we saw all the headlines of the large brokerage engaging with regulators, calling for a clear framework for how to manage the risks involving the digital asset custody and private keys. The main takeaway I get from that was that others still actively need to solve for, DEVVE Exchange has already solved. Fridge looks fire. Mbaku forever. Thank you, Kuma, for being a member. One of the Sons is looking forward to more OMI news. David will be coming on right now. It's penciled in for June 10th. June 10th is that date. It's going to be after Lisbon. And that's right now. It's possible that he changes it, but right now I'll say June 10th. Say congrats to Mr. Rolex on the refrigerator for today. Is Mr. Rolex on the refrigerator? I thought it was just you and again, I haven't put any names on there yet because I legit just got it like today. So I will have names on there. I'll have names on there soon. I promise. But congrats, Mr. Rolex. I don't know if he has if he's going to be on it, but maybe he will. Anyway, nobody maintains specifics, but not here. I have very little. Okay. Banhammer on the DEVVE Telegram chat. Nobody on the main team is doing side projects. Everyone on the main team is focused fully on what we're building. Everyone on our main team has had lucrative careers, so there is no point in working more than full-time on a project for over a decade if we don't believe in it. There are plenty of things people like Ray, the CEO, and I, Tom Anderson, the founder, can spend our time doing. I work almost all of my weekends and holidays growing things, for example. I deleted a couple more comments because they were close to a ban. Any type of accusation that the team members are not focused, not dedicated, not working hard are unacceptable because that is blatantly false. And it is so disrespectful to read when one works as hard as we do. It's the kind of BS that happens on other channels, but not here. If there are specifics that need to be addressed, as always, constructive criticism is fine, but things that people do who are not directly related to us is not our business, and I won't have things not related to the team allow for accusations around the team. I had very little patience of this. The banhammer is at the ready. So I really wanted to read that because there's a lot of Telegram channels that let people get away with a lot. DEVVE is kind of that upper echelon company where you can't get away with that. It's like, again, they're not going to sue you for slander, although they could. It's just easier, just banhammer. Like there's no nonsense for any of that BS. Again, if there's something like, hey, I haven't seen DEVVE do much marketing. Do we have any ideas on what type of marketing that they'll do in the future? You know, why hasn't it been done? What are the solutions to it? Why haven't the solution? Sure. But if you just be like, like, are y'all lazy or something? Why no marketing? Okay, like you have to phrase like in the real world, you have to phrase things in a correct way. And I really like that, and I wish other Telegram channels would pick that up. Ray Quintana is in Vegas right now, but he is not speaking. He's just attending a bunch of private meetings, which is great. And some of the meetings that he spoke of they're quite compelling, and I'm ready. I'm ready for that for people to get this bread. It might look similar. What's up, VeVe? Says I have that same fridge, mine is full of beer though. My man, VeVe, check your DMs on X because I sent you a little something. I sent you a DM. Okay. Let's take a look at. Why is my Telegram blowing up? Is it because daCAT is? Okay, daCAT is not up 2.5% on the day. It's up 3.5% on the day, and it's up 160% over on the last 30 days, and they're at a 1.738 market cap. And you know what? I might let me take a look at the volume. We have 2,500 in volume. Looks very nice. And I think a part of this is because I think ETH is doing so well, so people have a little extra cheddar. Yeah, we're almost at a 2.7K for ETH. And I told people on the Volt Inu space that I told them that I think I could justify a $10 million market cap for daCAT, but others are saying that it could go a heck of a lot higher than that. Now, granted, out of the top 30 wallets, I know most of them. I know like 25 of the top 30 wallets. They own like 60% of the supply. The only exchange is Uniswap, where you have 300. So how much do we have on there? $377,000 in liquidity, locked. Heckin' love it. Heckin' love that. So I think that there's something to be said about that, and where I think I can get the cat up to. Most other people in the whale chat, with like 24 other people, 25 other people, they're just like, yeah, we're gonna go a lot higher than that. So I'm not saying we're gonna justify a 30 or 50 or $100 million market cap, but I know what my buys and my people are gonna do. And then the rest of the whales have all their people, and I am not the only one that's going to be having a lot of ETH at the end of this year. It's going to be a lot of people, and you're going to have people that if we get to 10 million, if we get to like $20 million market cap, people are going to buy at that level expecting to go to 50. We go to 50, people are going to buy at that level expecting to go to 100. And I'm not saying we deserve to be anywhere near close. Now, it's possible that if this IP takes off, and if the IP takes off, then suddenly, okay, now you have talks of us, doing like this thing in anime, and we're gonna be here, we're gonna have booths at all these cons, and that's still a lot. Like, we would have to outsell like a lot of stuff. Faction Felix, I have a secret rare Marvel comic, 1.5K or best offer. See what the mint number is. What's the mint number? Let's take a look on VeVe, and we'll go to Marvel number 1 and see what they were saying. Oh my lordy, there's a lot of Marvel comics, and I'm just putting number 1, and hopefully it comes up. Oh yes. Let's take a look. See here. There's only. Oh, okay. Oh. You're talking. I thought that said 1,500 or best offer. You're saying 5K or best offer. Be advised, the floor is $2,800. So unless the mint number is like a super low digit 3-digit mint, you're not going to get 5K when people can get it for 2,800 over on the market. Yeah, sorry, fam. Sleeping causes. Hey, Randy. Hey, Sleeping. I talk about you all the time. I love you, buddy. Good friend. Anyway, let's continue on with the DEVVE here. A couple of things. Add the road ahead. While at the surface, they might look similar, it's fundamentally very different. Kraken are pursuing a custodial model, which makes total sense, as it's their current business model where they take customer deposits and issue ownership on internal ledger. There aren't native compliance features on Solana, so Kraken stepped in to become the middleware to facilitate the transaction. On the other hand, the DEVVE exchange is entirely non-custodial, where we never take user funds. Our sharding, privacy, and theft protections allow true compliance directly at the blockchain level, including customers who may interacting across different parts of the world, where different regulations apply to different asset types. So understanding these are core differences and technology innovations really shines a light on the DEVVE exchange's difference as a global peer-to-peer exchange mechanism. Read 100,000%. Just to add some context here, a lot of work went into collecting feedback and comments from the active community over in Telegram and on X, and relaying it to the team by admin and mods. However, there was a core team who triggered this initiative, the first step of which is contained in this announcement. They have their hands full during 60-plus hour work weeks, developing partnerships and corporate business ties, the whole ecosystem. Yet, even regular retail crypto speculator has a voice here. We're in the same boat, and we shall succeed together. Good evening, Omar. Yeah, the fridge is back. What up, dog boy? How's it going, fam? Meow, meow, meow. Almost seems like DEVVE teased everyone with an announcement in January to pump their coin. Wes, if you were to say that in the Telegram, that's something you would be banned for. This is what I mean with the upper echelon of things and how stuff in the real world works. And just be advised, don't say that unless you want to get banned in Telegram. Throwing that out there. Because obviously that's not true. And to cast aspersions upon the team, claiming that they're having like some type of financial malfeasance and running afoul of regulatory laws is bullshit. So again, say that at risk of your own peril. Omar saying, thoughts on DC and Marvel crossover? Yeah, I heard about that. I'm for it. I love those types of crossovers. I love Deadpool. I think Batman is a little silly sometimes, but he's still cool, man. Like, he's still cool. I get it. Like, the idea of Batman is whack, but he's so cool, bro. Like, he's just badass. But yeah, I'd love to see how because he's so serious. Alfred sometimes isn't. Alfred sometimes more serious, but I'm curious on how he handles Wade. Now he's stronger than Wade. Supposedly he's a master of all martial arts, which is bullshit. But he can't tell what Wade is thinking. He will never be able to guess Wade's next move. So his kind of like plan for this like that's not going to fly here. Again, he's stronger than Wade. He's faster. He has supposedly better because he's mastered every single form of martial art. He'll be better than Wade at that. But yeah, I'm curious to see how he handles them, and I'm curious to see how like together they like play off each other. That'll be really fun to see. I'll definitely read it. No, haha. Write a Patreon list, spill coffee. Oh god, I don't know, man. Several of the cat says, I can take the majority community, don't care about $10 million market cap. This is a generational project. This is going way higher. So here's the other thing that I noticed with the cat as well, and I spoke about this on the space with both Inu. Year ago, 2 years ago, whenever at New York Comic Con they did the Funko thing with Marvel, there are a couple of people that bought it and stuck it in their attic. Like, this is going, not going to open this for years. There are people that have, and this is specific to just my wealthier friends, where they don't buy their houses. They put their money in a trust, and the trust buys their houses, multiple houses. And this way, it's not theirs. It's part of the trust, and it's there for their kids. It's there for their grandkids. It's generational stuff. There are more. There's a few people in the DACAT Whales chat that have a small but mighty. They have a minority supply. They have minority portion of the supply of DACAT that said, "This is for my kids, and I'm going to raise them to not fuck it up." Meaning that they're going to hold so that they're entrusting me that what I'm going to build the DACAT IP to, and I'm going to live long enough to build it so that it's still growing 15, 20 years from now. Because I don't need to be in like a great shape. I don't need to be as life slows down for me, like in the future, where eventually I settle down with a gal, and I have and I'm not out doing a bunch of crazy stuff. This is already my baby. The cat is already the thing. Like, yes, I built several successful companies. One was high risk lending. One was Pokemon, and now Chavez Media, the YouTube channel. The DACAT, like, this is my baby, and a lot of things are going to go into it. So yeah, I have a small bag, and I'm going to get more as more things go up. I am betting on myself, as I've done so many times, and it's all worked out. Obviously, in the short term, in the short term, the cat's outperformed, I think, everything else that I own over the last couple of months. But I expect DEVVE, OMI, and Definity all to do 100x. Well, DEVVE might not. DEVVE's like 30 to 80x. 100x for, yeah, we'll see. But I expect them all to do, let's say, like 100x. I'm not saying the cat does 100x, but I'm saying that I will get it to a $10 million market cap by myself, just from what I'm doing. And there's a lot of other people doing a lot of other things for generational stuff. But let's talk about OMI. It's been 54 minutes, and I have yet to talk about OMI. I spent the last 20 minutes, I spent the last 20 minutes over on DEVVE here. OMI down about 0.5% on the day, 000227. 1.2 million in so here's the thing. It says 1.2 million in like, y'all see that, right? 1.2 million. on CoinGecko. Then on CoinMarketCap, let's refresh here. And it has can you see that? 2.8 million in volume. And it's like, okay, well, why? Well, over on the second page has a thing called DeepCoin. Okay, DeepCoin, cool. What is the volume on there? 1.5 million, and that makes up from the 1.2 to the 2.7, 2.8, whatever it is. I don't know what DeepCoin is, but the spot trading volume is 1.1 billion, and obviously for OMI, that's a tiny fraction of that. It's 1 however million. I've never looked at it, so let's go on X and take a look at DeepCoin. And be advised, this is not a exchange that Akomi paid for. It's an exchange that just Renegade listed OMI, and they're doing a fudge ton of volume on there. At 9, we'll go 10, 10:30. Oh, your time? You still in the tournament? I might be going live for like 4 hours today. 10 and 10:30. Well, you're like 3 hours back. It's like 4 o'clock there. Come on now. Give me 1 second here. Oh, I don't know if I did do this. Ooh, I don't know if I did. I'm gonna have to. Shoot. Okay, hang on. StreamYard, right? .com/ meow 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 meow. I think that's it. Yeah. Come get the spread. President Trump files appeal after federal court blocks tariffs. Interesting. Okay. When you're done, come stream. How's it going with blackjack? Where are we at here? Several that says 10 million mark out a stepping stone. I agree. And yeah, and who knows where we this is your sign to come stream. Oh my god, Fam Bam. Hey girl. Yo, girl. But I'm live now. I'm live now. Not sure. Okay, she's gonna come. All right, we might have someone come stream here. What up, Fam Bam? How's it going? Yeah. Shout out to Fam Bam for making me sober. Because now I don't want to drink again forever. I love you, Fam Bam. Okay, so yeah, DeepCoin on X, they have about 182,000 followers. So they're doing pretty well out there. I don't know why they chose to Renegade list OMI, but they did, and we got a bunch of stuff. So I'm happy with it. VeVe Markets AR. So I'm gonna go and show you, and I assume you guys have seen that. Oh, look at how pretty Darcy is. She looks great. We got to get her back on the podcast. It's been a while. Let's go to VeVe here. And if I do VeVe Official, I accidentally misspelt VeVe. Okay, there we go. Like, hold on, fam. I'm gonna get you out of there. Look at this. This looks pretty awesome. Like this is cool. If I didn't know what VeVe was, I'd be like, what is that? And I share it. Like, I feel like we need more of that, because I thoroughly enjoyed that. Now, how much of that is going to be is that going to get a lot of people in on VeVe and get them to purchase stuff? I don't know. Probably not a ton, but I did have Fred. Is it Levas? Is it Fred? Oh God, where is he? Oh God, I have 2 more messages. Oh God, I'm so sorry, Fred. Fred Lieva, and I don't know how to go to his channel without. Okay, profile. Fred the Ave has 56,000 followers. Actually, he had 55. Did I get him another 500? I don't know. 56,000 followers over on Instagram, and he is now a VeVe affiliate. He is now a VeVe affiliate market guy, and I feel like slowly but steadily we'll get more people on VeVe. So hey, Randy, made some moves, got some more OMI. MCP points with 10 million are fire. Plus, it's easy to move, as I also like base coins. Perfect combo for me, holding plus holding a lot of sets. Yeah, or verse holding a lot of sets. Yeah, agreed. Good for you, mate. Good for you. Oh, and for Nuso. Oh man. Omar gives me a lot of. Okay, hold on. Speaking. Okay. Oh, that's a lot of people. Good work, Omar. Good work, buddy. Straight by. Hey, fam. Hello, Mr. MC1. We love him. We love him. Okay. All right. Let's continue on here. Let's actually get to the news because there's a lot to go over. Monday. Okay, Monday. I know. I think I got mixed up on 40x. Yep. The 40x Bitcoin whale. James Wynn says Bitcoin's about to explode. I've written the first 7 pages of first 6.5 pages of the Space Penguins book, and that's going to be on VeVe later this year. Can't wait for that. Elon Musk Doge officially removes 12 million people over 120 years old from the U.S. Social Security. There were 12 million people 120 years old. That is wild. Digital asset inflows hit 3.3 billion last week, pushing year-to-date inflows to a record 10.8 billion and a total assets under management to an all-time high of 187.5 billion. MicroStrategy acquired 4,020 Bitcoin for 427.1 million at $106,237 per Bitcoin. Trump Media Group plans to raise 3 billion. I think they actually did raise 2.5 to spend on cryptocurrencies. The blockchain group completes 72 million bond issuance to fuel Bitcoin buying strategy. Oh God, there's other stuff. Here I am, 14 years ago, tending a fire. Thought that was nice. Nancy Mason, oh, my friend, good times. And then me, I look so young. We look so young. No more dead yet. American Mythology, which has 2,200 followers over on X, has partnered with VeVe. New this week, welcoming American Mythology to VeVe Comics. They launched this week on VeVe Comics, catering to fans of vintage horror, westerns, and sci-fi with a unique twist. Don't forget the first release of American Mythology titles this week, including The Gun Hand #1, Victor Crowley's Hatchet, Midnight Murders #1, Captain Action vs. Al Capone, Vampire Al Capone is a vampire. Not gonna lie, that sounds great. And then the Three Stooges Centennial #1. Oh, that was them that did it. Collect and read the new release digital comics on the platform. Good times. Shout out to Pepperino. Pepperino is now level 99. Oh God, I can't go over that. EU drops Ukraine missile limits and Russia loses it. Germany, France, the UK, and the US just gave Ukraine the green light to fire missiles with no range cap. This means that Ukrainian strikes could now hit military targets inside of Russia, and the Kremlin is calling it dangerous. I feel like if the Kremlin wanted to, they could stop this war in an instant. But apparently Putin's gone insane. Peace talks haven't gone anywhere since Istanbul, and Putin says he's still open to a deal, just not this kind of escalation. For now, Europe's move just made this way more combustible. I mean, if Putin's not going to come to the table, then yeah, let him fly. Mario Nawful says, is AI getting a soul or just faking it? UK scientists don't know. At a UK lab straight out of sci-fi, humans are tripping on light shows to unlock the secrets of consciousness. Meanwhile, scientists are asking the weirdest question in tech. Could AI do this too? Chatbots are getting spooky good. Some engineers even think they feel something. But if we don't fully understand how they work, how would we know if they did? Good questions. Good questions. Ash Crypto Real says his next target for Ethereum is 3,200. Would love to see it. What is Chex? CHEX is coming to Kraken soon. Cool. I don't know what that is. I don't know why I screenshot that. Bitcoin is following the 2015-2017 pre-parabolic pump. The second half of 2025, Ash Crypto Real says, is going to be huge. The Bank of Thailand plans to allow tourists to spend crypto with their credit cards locally. Global adoption is coming. Shout out to Thailand. Buddy of mine's moving to Thailand, actually. Trump Media announces that they did a 2.5 billion Bitcoin treasury deal. That is wild. Congrats, Mr. Rolex. His third Marvel Comics secret rare is to an incredible stack of a true Marvel Comics grail. Other legends include Dr. Prophet, which has 17, Mr. Squids has 12, D. Luigi, which has 10, DG343, which has 8, Yo Buddy, which has 7, Caramello, which has 3, and Mubs has 3. VeVe Comics, Crypto Cosmo, Mr. Champ, and others are tagged. Stablecoin giant Circle files for IPO on the New York Stock Exchange. SharpLink Gaming announces a $425 million private placement to initiate Ethereum treasury strategy. And Strive closes a $750 million investment deal to power alpha-generating Bitcoin strategy. Trump Media announces approximately $2.5 billion in that deal. Let's see what we have here. Okay, there was a lot of FUD about. I don't know why. I've been answering this since like Monday. No, I think it was yesterday. People saying that there was a that OMI was going to be delisted from MEXC. OMI perpetual futures will be delisted. You won't be able to trade that anymore. However, you can still buy and sell and trade all the OMI on MEXC, however long you want it. I don't know. I'll go over that. What price will Bitcoin hit in 2025? 20%, say 200,000. Yeah, I think they could be right. JP Morgan CEO Jamie Dimon says the company is allowing clients to buy Bitcoin despite him not being a fan of it, saying, I defend your rights to buy Bitcoin, go at it. Jamie Dimon is such a tool. Literally firing his people for buying Bitcoin when he was himself buying it. Again, tool. What's up, Bill Garner? How's it going, man? I love you, Bill Garner. Hope you're doing well. Premonition coming true. Oh, yeah, we got a nice, yeah, go daCAT. Go daCAT. It's your birthday. It's your birthday. Elon Musk confirms X Money has started its beta testing. This will be a limited access beta at first. When people's saving are involved, extreme care must be taken. Agreed. Former Venmo CEO and anti-aging enthusiast Brian Johnson says the last Bitcoin halving is in 2140, and I'm going to be here for that and make sure you are too. Wild. But you know what? I'll take that. Polymarket has the bets, which I went over yesterday, but I want to bring out here. Polymarket is something that you can use to bet anything, the elections, football games, that any type of sports. The AMA is like the American Country Music Awards that were on like a couple days ago was the wildest thing I ever saw. I didn't even watch the whole thing. I didn't watch anything. I don't really watch TV. But not only did Taylor Swift and like a lot of other people just not even bother to show up. Like it hasn't been on the past few years because nobody likes country. They decided this year they're going to have a big bang out of it. They chose J-Lo of all people to host, dancing to other people's music. Taylor Swift didn't even show up. A lot of other people didn't even show up. Out of 3 hours, they announced like 6 awards, and the rest they just posted online because legit nobody showed up. And they tried to make it seem that like Blake Shelton and like somebody else like performed live, but they didn't. Everyone at home saw a video and it looked like they were live, but people were recording like at the event and like this isn't live. Like this is just a video that they're showing you. So they straight up like just lied to everyone. Anyway, Polymarket, you can bet on that stuff. Other bets on Polymarket include what are the odds that Bitcoin will hit $1 million before GTA 6 is released. Now GTA 6 is going to release 1 year from yesterday. So you have this interesting bet. Either the 13% that believe Bitcoin will reach $1 million before GTA 6 mean that Bitcoin will reach that $1 million within 364 days, or that GTA is just going to be delayed another year. You also have that's 13%. People think that 13% chance that Bitcoin hits 1 million. They think it's a 14% chance though that Jesus Christ returns. So that was one of the funniest things. And I want to bet no on it. Well, I want to bet yes on it because if he does, I'm gonna be in the money. Gonna be in the money, Mr. Hat. Anyway, Let's move on. M2 global liquidity is exploding, and hopefully Bitcoin follows soon. Oh, I 200. There's 200 extra people that Fred Libya had followed him. Basic need. David up to logos. Okay. Yep. Couple weeks. Start more consistent engagement. Okay, good. I went over that. Missed that. Over the last year, fund managers like Ross Gerber and Gary Black have been extremely critical of Tesla, as well as CEO Elon Musk. At the same time, Tesla stock has doubled, while Gerber Kawasaki ETF is up 5%. Tesla's return were 20x that of his fund. That is hysterical. God, Border Patrol, breaking. President Trump and Secretary Rubio have just put a hold on all new student visas per Politico. The administration wants to put in new measures to vet the social media accounts of new applicants. I think listen, I think it's called the HNB or HB1. HNB1 visa brings incredible minds to the US. A few years ago, there was a statistic that said that half of all PhD candidates were foreign-born, which means that half of the great minds in the world that are going for PhD degrees are born outside of the US. And if you want to get those people inside the US, you should probably not do things like this. Now, how many of these people are from, oh, it's all new stuff. I thought it was just like from Venezuela or something. Oh my God, it's all. Listen, you should want the best of the best. And the HB1, HNB1, whatever, HB1 visa brings the best of the best. And to put a stopper on that is probably not a good idea. You probably want those people, because again, America has the best universities, so bringing those people over, probably a good idea. Kuma saying, what's up, VeVe and OMI fan? What up? Diogo Pereira says, hey, Randy, long time. Do you have the information on the VeVe ticket for Lisbon? If it's the only thing we need to get access to the NFC as well, be advised. If you, oh God, this is going to be, I don't know if I can, I'm going to have to try to find it. But there's a way you can get 90% off the ticket for Lisbon. And I don't remember what it was. I'm trying to find it right now. But I know I told somebody about it the other day. I know I have a screenshot. You can get a ticket 90% off if you use this code. Oh man, I don't know if I'm gonna find this. But no, the VeVe ticket for Lisbon, if it's the only thing we need to get access. I don't know. But I do know that you can get an actual NFC ticket for a crazy amount off. All right, give me a sec here. I don't remember where it was. Fudgesicle. Oh wait, here it is. Crypto XR90. I repeat, if you put in the code Crypto XR90, 90 the numerals 90. So Crypto XR90, you can get an NFC Summit ticket, which is normally 600 euros, 90% off. So yeah, use that code. But I don't know if the VeVe ticket for Lisbon is the only thing. I don't know if it is. I feel like it's not, because if it was, then like they gave away so many tickets. Let me take a look at the latest drops. Oh, I want to see how Ultraman did today too. VeVe general ticket. Let's see here. Secure your invite to these most exclusive event of the year, the ultra rare. Okay, a limited edition digital collectible featuring the VeVe heart, available to guarantee your access. Invite only. So that's for the rooftop. So the VeVe Lisbon, that's for the rooftop party. to actually get into NFC, you need to buy an actual ticket to that. And now that I've given you that information and I did my duty as a YouTuber, I'm going to see how Ultraman did. All right, so there are 2,222 copies. I think 252 were kept back. Next, 350. Oh, not a lot of these sold. 295. What is this one going to be? 7? Oh, all right. 7,800. So it's actually not horrible. 7,800 is not horrible. But it's not great either. So either way, I will take what I can get as far as as far as people getting that bread. Hold on, let me most recent. Okay, very good. And what is this? I'm good, feeling around. Oh, we have Space Penguin Girl saying consistency. Love the Space Penguins. They're doing really great, and I can't wait to get their I can't wait to finish their comic. And I have a couple of other people that I'm doing the comic for as well, which I'm in talks to do the comic as well. Let me go through the. Now I lost my spot in the screenshots that I was supposed to do. Where was I? Oh gosh, where was I? I think it was that. Okay, we're good. Border Patrol, Howie, Iron Man. He does some really cool videos. That guy, Fred Lieva. He did one with an Iron Man one. He did one with the Hulk. I think he did one with he did one with Stitch. So this guy, and the one with Stitch, I think got like 100,000 views on YouTube. So this guy is pretty good at what he does. Senator Lummis says Trump backs bill to buy $1 million Bitcoin, buy 1 million Bitcoin. Fast food giant Steak and Shake announced that they're saving 50% in processing fees, accepting Bitcoin payments. Not bad. Square announces that they will accept Bitcoin Lightning payments at all terminals. Bitcoin will be huge all over America. I agree. When it says your grandparents in line for watching Star Wars 1977, big oof. Big oof. Yep, Shiro has burnt 19. Oh, actually, Shiro's burnt 19.9% of the supply, which is nuts. They burnt 19.9%. USDT just hit $153 billion market cap. Money will flow from Bitcoin to ETH to alts. 2025 bull run is going to be a different beast. You are seriously not bullish enough, says Ash Crypto Real. There's like 13 billion tokens on BitForex for OMI, and we're going to consider them burned. I don't know. We'll see. In the interim, in other news, as far as FTX payment, people get an FTX payment in 2 days, $5 billion in stable coins, and I'm not sure what people get. I'm not sure what they're going to do with it. Are they going to keep it? Are they going to put it into ETH, Bitcoin, all caps, small caps? We'll see. $5 billion is a lot of money. So we shall see. Let's move on here. Burn. President Trump's executive director of digital assets says that the U.S. is on its way to becoming the Bitcoin superpower of the world. Wild. U.S. consumer confidence rises to 98, exceeding expectations. Cool. VO3, dude, that video's prompt generation is so wild. DEVVE exchange as mathematically instantaneous settlement is really a game changer in DeFi. It brings to the table elimination of counterparty risk, improved liquidity, reduction of operational risk, regulatory compliance and fraud prevention, enhanced user experience, alignment with digital economy expectations, and cost efficiency. And you can sign up for the DEVVE exchange with the link right down below. You can do that and generate your own code. Shout out to Chris Ivers getting to level 88. Shout out to him on that. Affiliate marketing. David will be on the channel, I think, on June 10th now. Right off 9,000. Yep. Downsizing. Batman, Deadpool. We went over that before. Batman and Deadpool are cool, yo. We love them. I went over the DEVVE stuff before. $11.5 trillion BlackRock's managing director said that Bitcoin has much higher upside than gold. Yeah, I think Bitcoin to 223 later this year. Someone mark that. Comics and Crypto saying, one of one Thunderbolts. We've secured publishing year mints numbered comics tied to Thunderbolts. Avengers number 43, mint 1967. Captain America number 333, mint 1987. Incredible Hulk number 449, mint 1997. And thrilled to have these comic issues as one-to-one mints in our collection. They are doing the Lord's work. Be advised, there is a fake Chavo Guerrero going out. There's a fake Chavo Guerrero going around trying to scam people. Do not fall for it. I almost bought, when he's like, I'm selling Eddie's mask from Black Tiger, I was like, what? I was expecting to be like a couple $1,000s. Like, how much? And it's like 300. I was like, what? And then he's like, here's my PayPal. Send family and friends. I was like, okay, this is a big scam. And like, I knew it, but I confirmed with the real Chavo Guerrero. He actually answered. I shot him a message, and he's like, "No, that's fake." I was like, "Knew it." So yeah, there's a fake Chavo Esquerro going around over on Facebook. 4,800 friends. He is trying to scam people. Throwing that out there. Thank you very much. 64 is way better than the initial 240. Got you, fam. I got you. Wish to see it. So I am not going to be going to NFC. I'm not going. I have a VA appointment that I unfortunately cannot get out of, and it would be like another 6 weeks before I can get another one. And I need that because I'm not paralyzed, but I am so freaking close to it. So yeah, I really need that, and I need to go to the spine specialist. So yeah. Oh yeah, dude. So when they're talking about American Mytho, a magic arm, one hell of a journey. The Gun Hand, which is Frankenstein's immortal monster, awakens in 1888 New York. This looks really cool. And I'm curious on how they play it. And let's say they're not the only one with a monster. I'm holding number 34 Rose on top of the world. Just for 250 now. Jeez. Get it. Get it, bro. Sell it and get that bread. You sell for OMI? You sell for OMI? I think you should sell it for OMI. Messenger. I'm gonna try my new laptop. Sure. Copy. Okay. And we're gonna have a guest here in a little bit. Paste. And I think she'll get in. Go get that bread. All right, let me go share this space. And when I share it, I'll see. Oh God. Also, let's not. Of the yet. Okay, let's do this where we will requote and say, let's welcome at Tammy Anna. Yeah, repost, send now. Okay, it's reposted. Our boy won. daCAT, as always, top of the Memezilla coin of the day. daCAT token is always on top. Love them. Also, something I wanna talk about that was brought up in an OMI space earlier today is that apparently he had this weird. I don't even know what it's called. He was supposed to shoot me a message. I don't know if he ever did. If he did, sorry, OMI, I didn't check it yet. He somehow found the metrics of who posts the most about OMI on X, and OMI posts like. Out of all the posts that are posted on OMI posts like 2% of the time. So 1 out of every 50 posts is OMI's. And there's somebody else, I think like it's VeVe Meister, posts like 18 or like 20% of the time, something like that. You know how often the number one person that posts about OMI on X posts about it 72% of the time. So out of every 100 posts, this one person posts about it 72 times. 7 out of 10 posts are from this person. It's me. Clearly, I'm the only one working for our bags here. Like That is wild. That 72 out of every 100 posts about OMI are from me. That is insane. Once O'Malley gives me where I can find those metrics, and I from like again, he said that publicly on a space today, and I was like, wow, that is wild. So you're welcome, and I expect a nice Christmas gift this year. Honestly, just a local donation to Best Friends Animal Society is probably all I want. But I'm just throwing that out there. Throwing that out there. Okay, Potsy Weber, space, thanks. Okay, cool. Maybe she's gonna try that. I really post about OMI. I did a few posts. Thank you, Kaki Gaijin. Thank you. You are doing the Lord's work, son. Son. And yeah, Definity's doing great. They're doing great. Mutant History Rewritten. Celebrate 50 years of mutant milestones. When a robotics firm incurs the wrath of kaiju, the X-Men are called upon to protect the world that fears them from a counterattack of Godzilla. But what are the reasons for the Godzilla attacks? Are the X-Men on the right side? A giant size X-Men too. Oh, actually, I think I just bought this. I think I just bought that. Hang on, because I think I just bought that. And I think that was last week. I don't know why they posted that, unless it's a new, let me, because I could have sworn I like just read that. Did I win a giveaway? Okay, so this one is different. So this is the giant size X-Men number 2025. And this is not the giant size. This is just Godzilla versus X-Men number 1, which was, I think, also released in 2025. But yeah, so this one was great. Oh wow, the commons actually $9 hairs. That's great. But yeah, this was so good. Godzilla vs. X-Men. So I guess there's 2 comics about that. That's interesting. And did I get a update? I don't know what I did, but I think I just got a Marvel Spotlight number 5. Ghost Rider, A Legend is Born. I got that secret rare apparently. I don't know how I got that. I must have won something. What mint number do I have? 24,863. Very nice. Very nice. How much? I just put a pillow under your knees when you sleep. Your back. So I do that. But unfortunately, I have a bulging disc and some weird curvature of the spine because my hips are fucked. And but I do that, and that does help. But yeah, that is unfortunately that is not a it's most of the pain comes from the bulging disc and the other my other bones are like this close to being like touching. So it's been years of like military and car crashes and working out and just a lot of strain on it. A lot of strain. Okay. Let's move on here because there's other stuff to go over. Waiting on Tammy here. Oh, she's gonna try on her laptop. Okay. Dragon Con 2-month checkup. Then the doctor, and the doctor was checking him out. And that he just the doctor who wears Batman scrubs says sharded. That is so great. That is so great. I love it when people our age are in serious positions and they use our vernacular. Okay, let's move on. Oh god. So I don't know if y'all know, but this is how koalas are weighed. And I think that's freaking adorable. I didn't know that's how they were weighed. I am so smitten with this little guy. Everyone should know that. Bessie's going after another city. Crypto czar David Sachs slams anti-crypto Senator Elizabeth Warren, saying she, for some reason, has a pathological hatred for crypto community. She wants to drive this community offshore. She doesn't want it happening in the U.S. Damn, he did slam her. He slammed her hard. Cannibal Heart. Yo, do y'all remember on this day, like 2012? The cops naked face eater in Miami. I what date was this? I have to go back and take a look. And this came on my Facebook memories. I remember this. I remember it happening. I seen it. Also, my friend drooled on my meal bar. That was 9 years ago, but I still remember it. Post about OMI all the time. That is so. Wes, you are so. If what's his name, VeVe Meister does like 20% of the time, and I have 70. So that's 92%, and O'Malley's like 2%. That's 90. You probably post about it 6% of the time. So good stuff on that. I'm trying to find out where this. Oh, was this? Yeah. May 28th, 2012. Cannibal Horror, Cops, Naked Face Eater. Y'all remember? And then that's when like the bath salts epidemic happened. Bath salts be a thing. Bath salts do be a thing though. It be happening. On this day, 11 years ago, I dressed up as Deadpool to do a 5K on base. It was fun. And then 9 years ago we had a big meeting. It's also I have to. And Tammy, you're going to hear this as well because you're going to be on here today. For my dearest Harambe, fate has ordained that the beloved Harambe, who had lived his life in peace, will rest in peace for all eternity. This brave soul in heaven knows that there's no way to rectify the mistakes that was made 9 years ago on this day. But he also knows that there is hope for ape kind in his sacrifice. He laid down his life for planet Earth's most noble goal, symbiotic relationships with all species amongst the planet. He is mourned by his friends and family. He's mourned by the nation. He's mourned by the world. And he's mourned by a Mother Earth who weeps at the loss of her favorite son. In his life, he taught the people of the world to view things in a different way, to feel as one. And in his sacrifice, he binds more tightly the brotherhood of the good of humanity. In the books of old, humanity looked to beings of amazement, and in them they saw heroes. Hercules, Thor, Hera. In modern times, we do much the same, but our hero now is an epic ape of flesh and blood. Others will be born and live out their lives in peace. Ape life will not be denied. Harambe may not have been the first, and he wasn't the last, but he will remain the foremost in our hearts. For every human and ape that forges new friendships with one another in the years to come, they will know that in another time, Harambe's relationship with all of us is forever sacred. Rest in peace, Harambe. 9 years ago today, it never gets easier. It never gets easier. Okay, all right. We happen to have like an all call that day, and like legit, like that's where the meme started. Like we were pretty busy on an aircraft, and there was a sandstorm, and we had to. We couldn't load anymore, and we just pictures, troops for Harambe. I guess there's this one Pokemon inspired collection called Super Mom, which went to 1 ETH overnight after it minted out at a 0.019 mint price. So I feel like NFTs are coming back slowly but steadily. 13-year-old boy, or no, 1 3-year-old boy ended the 100 men versus gorilla debate. I don't know about that, man. I don't know about that. Well, honestly, yeah, 100 men, real men could take on that gorilla, or any gorilla. It was on this day 3 years ago that a digital-only Gucci bag sold for $4,115 on Roblox as brands continue to look to gaming to reach Gen Z. Thought that was interesting. The Gucci bag, an afterthought in most gamers' minds. And on this day 3 years ago, a virtual Gucci bag, a bag that normally sells for about $3.4 thousand US dollars in the real world, sold for over 4K in Roblox. Final price was $4,115 US dollars. That is a 21% price increase for something that wasn't even an NFT. The future is wild. The future is virtual reality. The future is NFTs. Some other things that happened this past week. Senator Lummis claims that the U.S. needs to have at least 5% of the Bitcoin reserve. MetaMask adds support for the Solana network. Mara hits record 752 million in annualized Bitcoin mining revenue, now holding over 5 billion in Bitcoin, second only to MicroStrategy. Cantor leads a $2 billion Bitcoin-backed lending arm, kicking off deals with Falcon X and Maple Finance. Vivek Ramaswamy Strive raises $750 million to build a Bitcoin treasury with plans to buy Mt. Gox Bitcoin claims and deploy alpha strategies to outperform Bitcoin. Trump Media announces $2.5 billion Bitcoin treasury deal using Crypto.com and Anchorage for custody. Not bad. SharpLink Gaming raises $425 million to buy Ethereum for treasury through a PIPE offering, selling approximately 69.1 million shares. You don't know what to do. At $6.15 per share. 21 Shares has filed a SUI ETF with NASDAQ, and Circle has filed for an IPO of the New York Stock Exchange. A lot of cool things happening. A lot of cool things. Also, my throat is dying. Yeah, I was on a 2-hour space before this. Oh, my body. It burns. I was on a 2-hour space before this. I had a phone call before that. I had meetings before that. It's just a lot of stuff. And again, here is my calendar. So if I don't get back to you in a message, this is why. What do I have tomorrow? VeVe Magic will come on the space tomorrow at 8:30 p.m. So I'll be going live at 8. I'll do a little thing, and then she's going to come on because we have a video from Alfred Kahn that we're going to go on and say, hey, guys, here's a message from Alfred Kahn. I wonder what he's going to say. I have a meeting with Toilet Dust tomorrow at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and then it's one of my Bay's birthdays, so I have to give her a call as well. And then on 30th, oh God, there's a lot of stuff going on the 30th. What is this? Oh, Scarlet and Violet come on Pokemon TCGP. And then there's, yeah, okay. And then I think I'm going to get a pizza on Friday because I deserve it. I deserve the pizza. Posted, yeah, Mr. Rolex is number 1, Straight is number 2, and Professor Chaos is number 3. Good for them. Good for them. It is now time to recognize and reward the Activity Challenge champions. Share with us a massive congratulations on this month's winners and all of the top qualifying challengers in the top 250. Active challenge champions, Mr. Rolex, Straight, Professor Chaos. Rewards include MCP points and airdrops. Will be issued on a date following the close of the competition, the timing of which will be determined by VeVe. Where did you play? I don't think I placed in the top 250 at all. So I get a special gift for coming in 32nd place, this cocky gaijin. I didn't play this at all, but I'm going to give them a bunch of hearts. I'm good. Maybe I'm gonna have the best second night of my life and wherever. Sorry. U.S. State Department, stay out of Venezuela. We aren't playing. State Department spokesperson Tammy Bruce saying the State Department has issued a security alert warning Americans not to travel to Venezuela or its border regions under any circumstances. The risk of wrongful detention is severe. U.S. citizens have been in prison for months or even years. I cannot emphasize enough the gravity of this warning. Bum, bum, bum. Charles Delgado, aka VeVe Vet, says Iron Man number 1, 9.8, is worth $28,000 with 5K total additions. Amazing Spider-Man number 300 and 9.8 is worth $2,500 with 10,000 additions. The MSH, what is MSH? Secret Wars number 8, which is 9.8, worth $478 with 7,500 total additions. All around the same price. Which comic would you stack with your fandom and financially thought out plan knowing these edition sizes? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what I would do, but you know what? I bet other people are stacking. Khaki Gaijin says I topped up 5 gems, boys. Let's go shopping. And he bought a Miles Morales common edition number 1882. And then he says that every purchase I make makes the squirrel FUD boy angrier. That is hysterical. That was good chat. Second more OMI. I will in June and July. Yeah, I think I will in June and July a little bit. But today I think the biggest winner of the tokens that I have is likely daCAT. daCAT's up about 4% on the day, and it's up to a $1.7 million market cap, almost 1.74, and we're looking to see when we can get 2 million. I think by next month we can. Next month's in a few days. Grayscale just acquired another $36 million in Bitcoin. They're going nuts. And Gary O at 1234383 over on X says, thanks for posting the list. Noldor Alive, focused on MCP, broke the top 250 last week, climbed the most positions as well, saying, let's go, get that bread. Yeah, he climbed 67 positions after he purchased 351 collectibles. Now, granted, purchasing 351 doesn't get him to the top three. You have Bezojman buying 442, Expert buying 466, and Rolex buying 505. It's crazy times. Over 150,000 Ethereum validators support raising gas limit from 36 million to 60 million, boosting layer 1 transaction capacity without a hard fork, which I think is bullish for ETH. Good times. Good times. Oh, it's been an hour 40. Oh God, Tammy, where are you? Where are you, Tammy? I know she's playing blackjack, but my back is destroyed. I'm gonna go upstairs. Okay. I am almost a full charge on my phone, so I'm going to put this on my tablet. 85% battery. Trump offers Canada's 51st state status, waives $61 billion Globe Dome costs, saying, I told Canada, which very much wants to be part of our fabulous Golden Dome system, that it will cost $61 billion if they remain a separate but unequal nation, but will cost $0 if they become our cherished 51st state. He says they're considering the offer. I don't think they're considering the offer, but, you know. Yeah, no. So I guess after Scary Sea Monster, Alpha 13, Emoji, Kirby 1988, Garnet 21K, Hurricane Man, yeah. So all of the Scary Sea Monster dropped. All of these people were the top people in the VeVe challenge thing. Crypto Queen met girl in the verse at Pizza Ninja's event. Good times. BlackRock bought another $32 million worth of Ethereum. Toilet Dust is posting. SharpLink Gaming raises $425 million by Ethereum for its ETH treasury. ETH FOMO has just started, a MicroStrategy movement of ETH for right now. And Nashville Mayor Freddie O'Connell under investigation for aiding and abetting illegal aliens. What the fudge? BlackRock just bought $409 million worth of Bitcoin. Whales do be loading. All right, Tammy, what the heck are you up to? Girl. Oh, God, my body. Let me put the... Okay. Fix the pants. All right. And now let's go to X and see what crypto Twitter is all about. Oh my gosh, my back. What is Moontalk? All right, Moontalk has a... Oh, they're listing Coffee Coin. Very nice. Very nice, Moontalk. Very nice. Joshua Rosenberg says, what would it take for Tangem and iSafePal wallet to integrate the Quail network? I don't know. I don't know what Quail network is. I don't know what they do. But we'll see. Corey, oh no, that's an ad. Oh, level 100 achievement. Join us in the comments below in celebrating our newest level 100, Denny 71578095. Level 100. Level 100, Denny. Yeah. The ultimate VeVe accomplishment comes with the ultimate thank you from the entire VeVe team. Your ongoing passion, dedication, and joy of collecting shines through each and every day. The whole VeVe team and community celebrates this incredible achievement with you. At David Yu, from all of us at VeVe, congratulations. Congratulations. Hey baby, hey, boys say, hey baby. Sorry, always get the girls in the back. Meet this legend in person on Trio XYZ. Is Liquidium WTF Las Vegas part? Oh, so everyone at Bitcoin Vegas, I guess they're having a great time. And Crypto Queen had reposted that. So she in, oh yeah, Crypto Queen in with, he looks like Rolex. It's not Rolex, but looks like him. And then somebody else on the left. But it's, I want to go to this next year. This seems pretty awesome. Seems pretty dope. Oh, Dr. Rolex saying there can only be one first place winner. Thank you, VeVe Official, for a great challenge. Shout out to the VeVe fam that supported me throughout the entire challenge. Congrats to everyone that placed where they wanted to be. Tough loss to those who put in the work and just missed it. Your hard work is recognized and the dedication is second to none. To the haters, hold my rooster. Hold my cock. That is hysterical. Epic. He's an epic guy, and he's got a nice little V friends PFP over there. Good for him. He's got a nice little V friends. Eric Trump and Don Jr. spotted along with Tesla Cybertrucks at Bitcoin 2025. That is epic as well. It's gonna give her that awesome. Everything is awesome when you're part of a team. Yeah, gotta love. Oh damn, Cybertruck. Oh, I'm so jealous. I honestly, if my back wasn't so messed up, I probably would have gone. Starlink pulls ahead as Amazon's Cooper rushes to catch up. Amazon has officially entered the space race, launching its 27 Cooper satellites in April. But Starlink is already lapping the field with over 7,000 satellites in orbit, 5 million users, and a launch cadence of 2 per week. Starlink controls nearly 2/3 of all active spacecraft. Cooper is promising price points and good performance, but it's behind schedule and still seeking scale. Starlink's in-house manufacturing, reusable rockets, and early market dominance gives it an edge that Cooper and the rest of the world, who is still chasing. Love it. Oh, Kaki Gajin got number rank 32. Let's go. Let's get that bread. Good for y'all. Good for y'all. Oh, my back. If Tammy doesn't get to us soon, I'm already going to be dead. I'm already going to be dead. Oh, wow. I actually reached rank number 52. I didn't know I would do that. I didn't think that I would. But good times, good times. I thought that it was going to be not that. I did not. All right, whatever. Moving on here. Let's go. Meme Linked just burned 100,000 tokens worth $11,000. Oh my god! So they've burned 93.93%, almost 94% of the supply. That is incredible. That they burned so much of their supply. My god, man! What is Meme Linked's? Damn, they burned so much. Did I just see that? Something on there? Okay, no, it wasn't. Yostef said, definitely one of the coolest things I've ever done. I just watched a screening of The Little Mermaid with the Jodie Benson. It was the voice of Ariel. That is so cool. At Disney Springs, AMC, The Little Mermaid. Dude, that is so... Oh my god, that is so freaking cool. Bro. Ah, she looks so happy. It was her birthday yesterday, so God, that is so freaking wild. Dude, that is so cool. I am like so stupid jealous of this. This is incredible. I will fall in love with you. Sorry. Internet is scary. Side. What is this? What? I don't even know. I'm not even gonna follow that. Okay. OKC. Trump admin appeals ruling that blocked most tariffs. A federal court just told Trump he went too far on tariffs. His administration fired back with an immediate appeal. At stake, billions in import duties and whether one president can reshape global trade by fiat. The ruling blocked most of Trump's sweeping tariffs, saying that he overstepped his authority, but the appeal keeps everything in limbo for now. Businesses, consumers, and foreign governments are watching closely. If upheld, this could redraw the power lines between Congress and the White House on trade policy. Yeah, that'd be wild. I don't think. I mean, now granted, all courts do this regardless of who's president. You have, I don't know, like a couple hundred courts in there, and if a Democrat was in or a Republican-based judge would have done this. Now that a Republican's in, a Democrat-based judge is doing this. So this happens with everyone. Probably most active, yeah. Penguin, the Space Penguins are really active. I'm really thankful for it. They give a lot of engagement. Senator, I don't care about Senator Ted Cruz. I mean, okay. Love meeting the amazing Bitcoin ladies at coffee this morning. So there's a bunch of. It's what I love to see. Women getting into crypto. Get that bread. Get that bread. Shout out to Crypto Queen for being on the podcast. Joey Swole be posting. Love Joey Swole. Is that Taps? Oh, I thought he was supposed to. I was like, there's no way. There's no way. It's a good part. Pablo CRO is saying $500 to $5,000 buys will receive 10% bonuses after the promo ends in 72 hours. Oh, I think it just ended. Thank you, Elon, says Nancy Mace. Okay. Rebel Duck says the first 8 TA podcast in the bunker done, and he said he had fun. I got B-roll of Lady Duck and tongue kissing. 16 years together and still got it. Oh, it's so cute. Oh, that's adorable. Nancy Mace. Know you. Who's got this? Are you going to San Diego? Probably not. Listen, guys, my back is again very much fucked. Now again, this came from I was basically Batman for a few years, and it you don't become Batman for a few years without dying. I will have likely gotten a couple of treatments by that point, but I think that'll be like right in the middle of, and I don't. Yeah, I'm probably not going to have a fun time there. Even if so the appointment that I have is on the 5th. I hopefully get referred out immediately, and I could start doing treatments that next week. And it'll be like several months before it like good again. And again, that's like just 1 month after. Now, granted, by the time that I have the charity event in Orlando, that'll be at like the 2.5 month mark, and I should be okay to do stuff by then. And then I don't really have anything until October Comic-Con. So I might go to Aruba in September. I might go to India. September is going to be a very busy month. A lot of stuff that has to happen, but again, I have to. I just have to take care of that first because I'm straight up not having a good time over here. Let's go instead of VeVe's first diorama. We should go over this. I really like this. Saying VeVe dioramas offer immersive 3D environments designed to elevate your digital collection from gritty cityscapes to fantastical worlds. Each diorama sets the stage for the dynamic display, storytelling, and augmented reality experiences. VeVe rooftop dioramas are designed exclusively for VeVe, providing a gritty cinematic environment to pose your favorite heroes, anti-heroes, or any digital collectible in your arsenal. I love how they said any digital collectible in your arsenal. So they do have a Medium article on this, and I really like it because yeah, this cool stuff. This looks like a Punisher-esque type deal. Skyline, $20, 1,111 of them minus 50, so that's 1,061 of them. And then you have another. So this has the blue heart. Cool. The next one has and that's a rare. So the next one has a red heart, kind of faded, but it is there. This one's only 555. Cool, $20. So what do we have? 1,061 plus. I'm going to guess 50 are taken out of the 555. It is 505, and then they have a secret rare 222 at minus 20, so plus 202. If it sells out, it is $35,000, and I think that's something that VeVe should. Yeah, I think that's something that they. Oh my gosh, my body. That they could use, even if it doesn't sell out and it's like 30K or however much K, it's just like pure profit for VeVe. They don't have to share it with anyone. I think this was great. I think this is super fantastic. I like it. Oh, and the secret is like a gold one. So I'll get one because I want to support them. And this is what I got talking about the first hour. It's like, yeah, I got to support your people. So I'll get one to support them. I'll probably get the rare. Ultra rare, because I mean the secret rare is definitely going above. Secret rare is only 202 of these, so that'll definitely go above retail, especially if these don't sell out. Only half of them sell out. They do like 17K. That's going to mean like 100 of these will have sold. So yeah. Oh my gosh, my back. Is that? Oh, I'm sorry. I thought someone was about to use a Ouija board, and I was about to be like, "What the shiz?" So never mind. Never mind. I don't do Ouija boards. I don't mess with that stuff. Tammy, where are you? Oh my god, my back. Aaron. If Aaron Judge went hitless his next 155 at bats, he'd still have a higher batting average than Juan Soto. That is ridiculous. Magic's getting into cooking. That's interesting. Cat season. What is this? Cat season is a new thing on Solana. Cat SZN. Let's see what it is. CAT SZN is up 58% on the day, so I'm probably not going to get it. $34,000 market cap, 11K in liquidity. It's 1 year old. I'm probably not going to get any of that. However, something link down below to the contract of death. Dude, Crappy Bird has been killing it lately. They're up 25% on the day, and I think if you take a look at the past week, Crappy Bird is going pretty nuts. Yeah, so that dude, they're beating daCAT. Dude, Crappy Bird is up 25% on the day, 129% on the week, 150% every 2 weeks, and 269% over the last 30 days. Bro, I should have bought Crappy Bird. Like 3-month chart. And enough, look at like 3-month chart. Going down with everything else. Let's go. Oh, boom. Now on the max, you see they were much higher. And then they were down for like months. Yeah, since like March. Well, actually, yeah, everything kind of went to shit in January. But yeah, in the lowest point, I guess, was in, where is it? Oh my gosh, I can't. It's like 00015, I guess, is the lowest point. Yeah, 00015 is the lowest point. Now it's 00065. So yeah, the 269% over the last 30 days. Pretty legit. Again, link down below to the contract address. Okay, Starlink, iconic one. Oh, Paris Hilton says, "Are you ready for Friday? I have the hottest lineup DJs for you all. Pre-save now." All right, so I'm gonna see if I can get on a podcast. Come promote it on the show on Thursday. And hopefully she does. I think that would be great. I'd love if she could promote her beauty line. I think that'd be awesome. Julius Randle with the negative. Oh God. Nate Morris. Okay. Shibtoshi says, "I had the opportunity to speak with Nate Morris Sharp, principled and forward thinking. He's a strong supporter of crypto and innovation and excited to see what's ahead for Kentucky." I guess they know who Shibtoshi is. Or maybe they don't. But either way, good for crypto. Chairman Comer hints at possible Hunter and Joe Biden subpoenas. Republicans on Capitol Hill are closing in. Oh, lordy. House Oversight Committee is preparing subpoenas tied to Biden's health and the alleged use of an auto pen to sign pardons. And oh my God, this is going to be horrible. Key insiders refuse to testify. By Thursday, subpoenas could reportedly hit Biden's physician, Dr. Kevin O'Connor, Hunter Biden, Jill Biden, ex-press secretary Karine Jean-Pierre. Chairman Comer says the trail may point directly to Jill and Hunter. That is wild. Oh, my back. My Collectible says, "For the first time ever, looking forward to seeing these VeVe communities create." Thoughts? I will give him a like, and I will double king. Yep, forward. Yep, 31,000 votes for daCAT. I feel like I promised the viewers Tammy like 20 minutes ago, and she's on the pooper or something. Oh my gosh, my back. Okay, I'm gonna have to take a walk here, just to. Oh God. Oh, okay. I'm gonna. You can't see it because it's behind the fridge, but I'm gonna do some pull-ups over here to. Oh, 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 oh gosh. Okay. I just hung for a second and then I just did one. Oh, the mobility is actually not bad, but Jesus. This does not feel good. I feel like Stu in The Hangover. I'm like, this is not a good look for me, guys. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Okay. All right. We're going to do the rest of the show standing up because that's what I'm going to do. O'Malley is having a space right now. Got started. American mythology I already went over. Oh, damn. Good for you, DigiJoints. Having 11,000 followers. Good for you. Good for you. Yeah, goodest boy and as good as... Oh, I loved all those. I wanna. Ow, my hip. Ow, my other hip. Being Realist uses even the physical boxes from Elmon X scream quality. 2 of these holding one-of-one Charles Salvador Bronson creations. That is awesome. Yeah, I think VeVe and Elmon X could do something in the future. I don't see why they wouldn't be able to. Chombo Fett says, here's a selfie of everyone with a perfect score on the VeVe Digital Collectibles app challenge. Say cheese. You can't see it because I'm all the way over here. And I see I have another comment, but I can't look at it. It's all the way over there and I can't reach. Fridge. It's a good fridge. It's a shiny fridge, and it's a little loud, so we're gonna move over here. Ugh. Ugh. Okay. Oh gosh. Oof. All right. What is this comment? Oh my God, the fridge! I love it. I know, right? I know, right? I'm back. Stepped away for a little to celebrate Dr. Oh yes, he did. I saw the win. I gave him some hearts, gave him some flowers. I was like, you deserve it. Please do repost and like the Daily Dr. Profit. It was about Comey. Oh yeah, I know I liked it, but where is? Yeah, 10 hours ago. It says T-minus 7 days to NFC Summit Lisboa. How's that? That Lisboa. Just spotted our OMI featured on a flyer. The hype is real. Find us at booth G4, expecting major crowds, so come early. Calling all community heroes who's ready to volunteer and help onboard new users at the summit. Your expertise could change someone's crypto journey. Tagging our amazing ecosystem, VeVe, Akomi, Stacker, Mr. MC1, Crypto Cosmo, Foster Hill, Crypto Rain, Dr. Stuff, WC3NTE. The live coverage alert, VeVe Magic, will be reporting live from the event. Follow for real-time updates and exclusive behind-the-scenes content. And I'm very looking forward to the live coverage. Foster Hill says he can't wait for this. Mr. MC1 says looking forward to seeing you all there for some fun action with the OMI token. Kaki Gaijin says cool stuff. He tagged a couple of people like Suye, the London police. They will 100% be there. Elmon X will be there as well. So very good. Love all that. VeVe Fambam will be watching the fun from home. Same here. Eddie Brown will say, let's go. Arcturus says, hopefully David Yu openly promotes the OMI token. Well, again, if it's there as a host, they have a booth there. I don't see why not. Sven Danjin is given his support. Eno says, let's go. Can't wait. Love it. Yep. And yeah, we've got about 27 million OMI burns from Stacker. And I think better features will be on the way. I think it has to become much, much better. Susan, oh my God. Sorry, I haven't talked to this lady in years. Is she okay? Okay, yeah. Yeah, sure. Sure, kid. So it's actually not a real fridge. It is a cardboard fridge because, and when I said it was loud, there is something in there that's buzzing, and that is loud. My back is clearly destroyed, and I could not carry a fridge down the stairs. So it is cardboard, but it does the same thing. I can put names up there. I can really just put the names up there, and that's about it. Mr. MC1 says, thank you in advance for liking the once a day post from Dr. Profit about, oh, well, I liked it before. I didn't, oh, hold on. Oh, hold on. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Let me just post that. Heck yeah. I did like it before. Sorry, I had to get something out of there. And so the founders and everyone in the fam will be talking about OMI and utility. I believe so. Imagine taking a shot every time Chavez says, "Oh my God, my back." Oh lordy. So there were multiple drinking games that my fans created years back. I think the craziest one was, well, there was one that said, like, every time I said hello or goodbye to Dashi, every time I said something in like this type of voice. There was one where I had an ex-girlfriend that I used that voice in bed, and she did not like that at all. I was like, "Let me flip you over," and she's like, "Whoa, whoa, whoa!" I was like, she's like, "Don't use that voice." I was like, "Yep, copy that." And then there was another one where every time I did a pop culture reference, they did a shot, or if they didn't get a pop culture reference, they did a shot. So Wes, if you want to make this drinking game, you can. Be advised, people will probably die. Planet Vampire says it was a Samsung Fringe ice maker. It would just be as effective as a card. Well, hold on. Let me. Oh, I don't know if I can get down from here because the cardboard is. Oh my God, my body. I said my body, not my back, so it doesn't count. I don't know how this is supposed to. I think that works, right? Yeah. Yeah, that works fine. Ugh. It burns. Oh God. The symbol next to my name in chat. I don't. I don't see a symbol. Hang on. Does it show on YouTube and not here? Oh, did you gift memberships? What is the number one? It's the community leaderboard. I didn't. All right, so you're number one. And what's his number two? And Diego Pereira is number three. Oh, look at you, Fam Bam. You're number four. I don't know how you get these. My neck, my back, my pussy, and my crack. It's a small crown for the top interaction with the chat. Oh, okay. I didn't. All right, it says show comments on stage. I mean, I always show the comments on stage, so I don't know if it's. Oh, I don't know. All right, so if it's like a health bar. Mr. MC1, judo chop. Oh, his health went down. Oh, sorry. Have a little fun with that. Go back to a full health bar. I give you potion. I don't know. I guess it's community health. Yeah, you're number one. What's number two? Number three, and then VeVe Fam Bam, you're now lower than Fun Under the Sun, who's now number four. And my friend said should have been all in on Crappy Bird. I was like, yeah, I just went over this. Wild times. And I was like, actually, okay, hang on one sec. Oh God, now this is my, okay, hold on one sec. I have to, so I have, I can't talk about it yet, but maybe, I have to search, and let's just say that Crappy Bird will be having some other things happening as well. I can't talk about it though. Max say May 19th. Okay, it's not May 19th. Find out alpha min staking. Okay, yeah. Let me go back to this. The meow 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 of meow meow meow. Meow meow. Learning meow meow meow. However, comma, I don't know if it's a long or a short. Okay, moving on, yeah. Number four. Oh, get that bread. Okay, And Tammy has not been here. I don't know where she is. She's not getting the spread. Let's do one bull. Ooh, it doesn't look good. Judge freezes. Yeah, I saw that. Elon has announced his departure from Doge in the Trump administration. Oh, there's trouble in power. Well, it's because like when you hire him to cut $350 billion and then you put out a big beautiful bill that adds like 2 trillion to the deficit. You can't just do that. Bro. Now, like I get it. I would rather the bill pass than not pass, because if it doesn't pass, then a fudge ton of new taxes are going to come on the American people, including myself. So business owners need it to pass or else they're hacked. But if it does pass, then you add 2 trillion and it's like, bro, this is not good. This is not what the American people voted for. And like I get it. Yes, you are cutting a lot of things that definitely need to be cut. But on the things you're cutting, like you're not cutting enough. Like clearly not cutting enough for when you're adding 2 trillion to this. This is why nobody trusts the government. It's the same business as always. Yeah, we're going to cut, and then you add 2 trillion. Boo this bill. Sorry. Okay, let's keep going. Joseph and I went to Nashville Bitcoin conference. I had a blast. Yes, I got his free pass to 2026. Ooh, Eddie Brown with the Nashville. Oh, good for you, Eddie Brown. Near Buckazoid. So shout out to Buckazoids for coming onto the Buckazoids going to come on the show on Monday under the last seat. And listen, I love conspiracy theories. But what Buckazoids is going to bring to the table as far as conspiracy theories goes is a lot. So be prepared. I'm not even going to say I believe in it, but it's interesting enough where I want to hear more. The bill is horrible. The bill is straight up not what the American people voted for. I don't think this is. Now, granted, it could have some revisions and they could do some more cuts and they could do some not as big spending. But again, the bill is a net positive, at least in the short term. It's a net positive because the tax cuts from 2017 become permanent. We get other tax cuts elsewhere, and that's fine. But Trump's only play here is to make sure that GDP grows at such, and again, it can grow at such an exorbitant level that, I mean, when you have you're going to have 7% of every dollar coming into the U.S. that's going to go to paying off the debt. That is redonkulous. So yeah, Trump is probably the best businessman in the world, and I know that this bill is technically a net positive, but not by much. It is, yeah. I really hope they restructure a lot of this bill before then. Let's move on here. Good morning. Yep, daCAT. Good morning, daCAT. Sir Shilzalot says, good evening, KuCoin. What? Oh, no, KuCoin. Wait, did KuCoin get suspended? Or is KuCoin com? KuCoin.com. Okay, that's... Hold on. Let me see if... Okay, no, their KCC official is 100K. But yeah. Post pictures. The cats can call me sir. Yeah. There's a lot of... I like the crowns. Yeah, I think the crowns are cool. I don't see them on this side though. Like I don't see them from here. I have to go on my YouTube channel and take a look. I had no idea. I had no idea that this. How long has this been going on for? How long? How long have you kept this from me? I don't like watch YouTube. Even, I mean, listen. The time to get Crappy Bird was probably a month ago. Because again, like the time to get Crappy Bird was 30 days ago before it jumped 266%. Now, granted, they're going to be in the comic. There's a lot of stuff that's happening going on, but So the time to get in would have been 30 days ago. But even, yeah, I guess even still, it's a $783,000 market cap. So could this reach the cat levels, and doubling again, or 1.5? Yeah, it could. 1.5x from here gets to the cat levels. Now, granted, they do have a game, and they do have other stuff that's coming out. So they have stuff coming out, but I feel like this may or may not be like a sell the news. Now, granted, one of two things will happen. When people find out who bought in, and when people find out who bought in, and people find out what they're doing, yes, this could pump even further, do another 10x from here. Or it could be a very large sell the news event, and people buy it, and then it gets cut in half. But I don't know. I have no idea. All I know is that for the short term, this could be a massive, like, build the hype, sell the news, and it goes on a roller coaster down. And roller coasters are fun in real life, but in the market's not very much so. So it could be a wild ride in short term, a lot of crazy volatility where you could lose your shirt. But over the long term, again, as long as I'm writing, and so Crappy Bird is a very cool character in the first two comics, and in the third comic as well, although that's only half written. I don't know. I mean, the owner's a beast. But I have zero idea where it goes from here. They'll probably pump it up a little more, but I can't say for sure what will happen when they announce who bought and what games they're doing. So maybe buy in and do a short-term flip. That being said, their character is in the daCAT comic and is hella freaking cool. So I do see some long-term potential, but long-term, I think we may have better plays. But throwing in a couple hundred is relatively low risk. Low riskua. Okay. All right. Okay. So I'm going to assume at this point that Tammy is just not coming into this. Let's do this. Notably missing from the art. Oh yeah. I don't see any secondary fees. There's got to be 2.5% fees, right? Yeah, there's got to be. What is Puff? People are talking about Puff now. All right. So Crypto Twitter has told me to take a look at Puff. And when I see Puff, I'm just looking at pufferfish stuff, I'm just talking about cat Puff. I'm not even going to bother looking at that. Netflix Reed Hastings joins Anthropic's board. I don't even know what that is. Already coded. All right, let's take a look at, instead of who I'm following, what Twitter thinks is good for me. Prince Manvendra Gohil, which is turning 60 this year. I might go in and see him later this year. But let's see what Twitter thinks is good for me. Hesty.base says, if you don't interact, you're fake. Aha. Cryptolo says, if life gives you a second win, don't waste it repeating the same mistakes. Whatever broke you before, leave it behind for good. You ain't surviving this just to circle back. $ daCAT. I'm going to give him some hearts because daCAT is awesome. Turtle Golf saying, let's go. Super excited to watch from afar. It sounded like a pretty big charity fundraiser for Alcon's First Responders Token Foundation bid on an NFT with massive utility. That's true. If you go on to, oh my goodness. Oh, mi espalda. It doesn't count if it's in Spanish, does it? Mi espalda. Mi duele la espalda. Okay, sorry. The current bid is $4,200 on that. You get a partner statue. You get a free week in a Disney resort. And that Disney resort is valued at $9K because you get a week stay in there from August 23rd through August 30th. Okay, I'm gonna put the other blankie. Well, it's the same blankie, but I'm gonna put it under my other foot, and we are going to turn. Okay, there we go. Feel like the birds to every season turn. Okay, Earth 2. Congrats to the latest Earth 2 land giveaway winners. Winners for my latest 3 posts have been finalized. Good for them. Shout out to Shane for doing a lot of Earth 2 giveaways. I'll just say awesome. Everything is awesome when you're part of the team. I don't even like the Lego movie. I know, I said it. I don't really like it. But the songs, damn it if they aren't catchy. You, Eddie Brown. Important part. All right. Let's stream. Got it. Bitcoin. Let's see what the markets are doing right now. Let's go and see what Bitcoin and ETH are doing. Bitcoin at 108, and they were at like 106.9, 107 before. Another 108. Yeah, ETH is up over 2.7. Thank you. Far too kind. Love you. Don't unplug me or just shut down. Please just love me with your steel heart. I'd reboot you. Sorry. Okay, let's go back to X here. Josh Emmett in with Joey Rodriguez. Looking good, boys. Nancy May says the rumors are true. She is in fact a nerd. Aww. Wen says, look at this cute dog plushie. Got it in the Dog of Bitcoin booth behind the Xverse booth. Very nice, Wen. Very nice. Taylor Hendricks says, thank you, Associated Press. Saying Taylor Hendricks unveils haunting debut novel behind these whispering walls. Got to get her on the podcast. Oh, let me shoot her a. All right. Come on the show to talk about it. Love her. Tom Bibian says it was dope meeting Eric and Don Trump backstage at Bitcoin Vegas. That is amazing. And yeah, he seems like a cool dude. We follow each other. Maybe I should send him a message to come on the podcast when he's done from Vegas, of course. I've seen LA Times, NBC News, and all over Web3. Very nice. Didn't know that's what he looked like. Cool. Who does your comic art? So there's a, keeping it secret for now, but there's been a couple of, wait, are you really Bolshevik? If you are, shoot me a DM on X, and then we'll talk. I will let you know, because we're gonna, artists are expensive, but we'll have the artist for the first one. It's just going so slow. Good art takes time, but the second and third one we're gonna get out a lot quicker, because we're gonna have the monies to pay for multiple artists. Space Penguin Girl says, be thankful you're alive. Death is real and random. Preach. Lullaby's Black Ties. Watcher Guru says, President Trump files appeal. Yep, we saw that before. Cryptolos replied to me. Thank you, Cryptolos. Bill Gardner says, yesterday on stream, I accomplished my latest goal in Eon Rift. Now I've secured 100 Rifters and own 2% of the entire supply. I've heard of Eon Rift. Very interesting. I've heard of them. Oh, they do not post a lot, though. They do not post a lot at all. They haven't posted since last year. That is strange. I don't know if I would be buying something from a company that hasn't posted in 6 months, but you do you. Toilet Dust says June, July will become known as the summer toilet became a global brand. I have to confirm that meeting with him tomorrow. What is the 12 p.m.? Okay. Gosh, where are you? Don't unplug. On for meow 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 at 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Yeah. All right. Back to X. Lofi the Yeti. It wants me to follow you, Lofi the Yeti, and I've had some conversations with Lofi the Yeti, but we did not wind up striking a deal yet. Lofi says, good morning. Parachute drop for a chance to win a Mystic Yeti. Good for y'all. Khaki Gaijin says, my workmate rambles on about his Magic the Gathering game, and I ramble on about my NFTs. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. It looks awesome. You're fake. Oh, I feel like I just went over a bunch of this. Live in gold. Okay, so Heroes Be Damned launches with VeVe official gold edition codes for day one backers. Be a day one backer of Heroes Be Damned to earn a code to redeem the very limited gold edition of Heroes Be Damned #1 when we drop on VeVe next month. Major comics meet premium digital exclusivity. If you donate to their Kickstarter, let me give this to the daCAT whales because we might be able to do something like this for daCAT. We should do something like this at some point for daCAT. Yeah. Pokemon says new Mega Pokemon plush are coming later this year to the Pokemon Center. Which ones are you most excited about? Oh, okay. So obviously Mega Ampharos is like a must because okay, so you have Mega Lucario there, you have Mega Gallade, Mega Roselia, you have Mega Charizard, you have Mega Tyranitar, Mega Mawile, Mega Altaria, Mega a second Mega Charizard, and then you have Mega Gengar as well. So these are all of the Megas, the Mega plushes that are coming up for the Pokemon Center. Get all 10. Set them up like bowling pins. Yeah. Oh, my back. Okay, this Kickstarter, how much have they raised so far? Very curious. The internet is failing me, and it is not showing me. But I'm going to say it's all right. I'm going to just say, let me give the Tammy a call, unless she's playing blackjack. She might be playing blackjack. Got 3 hours. Be advised, I've been streaming for 2.5 hours. Will likely call it quits in a few, unless you're coming home. Because it's 10:30 over here, and I know she's in Vegas, so it's 7:30 over there. Oh, should add to the next poll. Oh, that is so cool. It's trippy. Mark Online says, enjoying the journey with you all. Fun with VeVe Digital Collectibles. You have Jack saying, can someone give me a cook? It puts the mustard. What is this potential human? What is that? I am so hungry. Smoking marijuana and consuming THC-laced edibles linked to early heart disease. Interesting. And the problem revealing how much you hold. Sailor says he would never reveal his address. So he did. It says we have identified an additional 70,816 Bitcoin belonging to Strategy, bringing our total identified MicroStrategy Bitcoin holdings to 54.5 billion. We're the first to publicly identify these holdings. This represents 87.5% of MicroStrategy holdings, including assets on Fidelity. I don't know why. Oh God, they have so many addresses. I mean, to have this much, I guess. That is wicked. People are crazy, bro. Yeah, people are crazy. Dominance is still high. Yeah, so Believes Crypto says Bitcoin dominance is still high and is going higher. Elon Musk thanks to President Trump as he departs from Doge, saying, as my scheduled time as special government employee comes to an end, I'd like to thank President Trump for the opportunity to reduce wasteful spending. Doge mission will only strengthen over time as it becomes a way of life throughout the government. I don't know, man. I think that's one of those things that might be kicked out in the next administration. My fridge is falling over again. Over and over again. I'll go for another 10 seconds and then I'm gonna bounce. Okay, cool beans. Have fun. All right. Everyone, please comment, like, and subscribe. comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Everyone say bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. I love you guys. Goodbye.